This is a decades-old story of an elderly Brahmin who lived with his wife in a village of India. As per his profession, he earned his livelihood by performing rituals and ceremonies of his Jejmans in births, marriages, deaths, etc. Brahman was very learned and well-versed in astrology. His fame spread to nearby villages, from where he would receive invitations for his services and counseling. For this purpose, Brahman had to walk long distances to and fro. Once, Brahman was very late on his return journey towards his home. It was becoming dark, and he had quite a distance yet to walk. Tired of walking and to reach home soon, he decided to take a shorter way through a crematorium. A man of virtues, he had no fear of ghosts or witches while walking through crematorium. He was accustomed to hearing rumors about them. Carrying an umbrella as a stick in one hand and a lantern in the other, with a cloth jhola hung on his shoulder, Brahman marched on, chanting Jai Shri Ram. Halfway through, his foot hit a stone-like object, which then started rolling away due to his impact. Curiously, he stopped at the object. Keeping his lantern down, he keenly picked it up to realize that it was a skull of a human being cremated there a few hours earlier. Brahman, in the light of lantern, took a quick look at some weird sketches of lines on the skull, which dismayed him. Not to get further late, he wrapped it in a cloth, put it in his shoulder jhola to further study it at home, and resumed his walk. By the time he reached his home, it was almost midnight, and his wife had already gone to sleep. Brahman had eaten a sumptuous meal at his Jejman's house. Brahman quietly hung his jhola on a wall, took a quick wash, and lied down on bed to sleep. Suddenly, Brahman was woken up with a weird sound coming from the kitchen where he had hung his jhola with the skull in it. Startled, he got up from the bed and went to kitchen where his wife was readying to cook day's meal. Those days, women of the house used to get up early at dawn, and after taking a bath, perform puja of the deity, and then enter kitchen. With her back towards her husband, she started breaking something with a hammer. This sound of thud, thud had woken up the Brahmin. He went closer to his wife to see that it was the skull wrapped in cloth on which his wife was giving blows with hammer. Brahman asked her what she was breaking. Wife replied that she was breaking the coconut which she had brought last night to make chutney. Brahman smiled and realized that his curiosity when he was reading sketches lines on the skull had been answered. At that time, his science told him that skull owner was destined to be punished of his bad karma with blows on his head after his death. Brahman could not believe it and wanted to study the skull at home. Truly, karma don't leave you even after your death. Don't take long to reach you.